Thank you. Okay, we're on Maaser Sheni P3 M5. Mishnah Hey. Hopefully we do a few Mishnayos here because they're pretty short, pretty easy. So we're talking about Maaser Sheni. We have to take the Maaser Sheni up to Yerushalayim. So once you bring the money into Yerushalayim, then okay, let's see the Mishnah. If you took money that's Maaser Sheni, meaning you had too much fruit, so you applied it onto money at home, then you brought it up to Yerushalayim. So if you brought the money into Yerushalayim, you're allowed to take it back out. But peiros nichnasin ve'enan yotzeh. Fruit, if you bring up the fruit, then once you bring the fruit into Yerushalayim, you cannot take out Maaser Sheni fruit out of Yerushalayim. All right, it's a derabanan. Yeah, but and the reason for that is because they were afraid that if you're going to allow it to go in and out, then you're going to have pigeon issues because you're not allowed to be paid it. Once it went into Shalim, you're not allowed to be paid it. Because the whole reason why you could be paid your Maaser Sheni fruit is because it's too difficult to carry it up. You can't bundle, how do you call it? You could have barrels of fruit. I don't know if you put fruit in barrels, whatever it is, bundles of fruit. You take it up to Yerushalayim. So make it easier, you put onto money. But once the fruit goes in, so you can't be paid it anymore because it's already in Yerushalayim. So that was part of the reason that they did that. So again, money goes in and can go back out. Money of Maaser Sheni can go in and out. Paris can go in and not go out. Shimon Gamliel af Paris nechnasim v'yotzin. Shimon Gamliel disagrees and he says there was no gezerah. Right? You can go out temporarily. I mean, you can't take it out permanently, but it can go out. It can go out temporarily. Okay, that's Mishnah Hey. Mishnah Vav. Peres shenigmar malachton v'avar b'sach Yerushalayim. So Peres shenigmar malachton means that they had all their final stages of preparation and they're ready to be eaten. And they went into Yerushalayim, meaning before it's at its final stage, it does not need it's not chayav yet in Maaser Sheni. So we're talking about where it was at its final stage, and now it went into Yerushalayim. All right. So Yachzer Maaser Sheni Shalem v'yochel b'Yerushalayim. Meaning I'm sorry, I didn't touch it right. Over b'sach Yerushalayim means it passed through Yerushalayim. Meaning passed through is that it went in and then it went back out. So now we said that it's a gzera d'Rabbanan that once the fruit goes in, it can't go out. So here, do you have to bring it back in? So Yachzer, the Mishnah says, Yachzer Maaser Sheni Shalem v'yochel b'Yerushalayim. You have to take the Maaser Sheni and bring it back in Yerushalayim. Meaning even before it was separated. This is talking about it, let's say he had 1,000 apples. He didn't yet take off Trumas, Maaser Sheni, or anything like that. And it went through Yerushalayim and went back out. You have to take the Maaser Sheni section of it and bring it back into Yerushalayim. All right? Mamela you can't be paid it. You have to bring that fruit right back to Yerushalayim. That's if it was, and it went into Yerushalayim after it was totally complete. The whole process of the fruit was paid. But if the malacha was not done yet, meaning if the fruits were not, the whole process wasn't completed, so then depends. Salei anovim, baskets of grapes, lagas, v'salei tenim lemuksa. So if you have baskets of grapes that were getting ready to go into the wine press, or baskets of ta'enim lemuksa that were going into the muksa, the place where they dry, right? And those things went through Yerushalayim. So Beishamay Aram Yachzer Maaser Sheni Shem Yerushalayim, he says the same thing. The Maaser Sheni has to go up to Yerushalayim, and you have to eat in Yerushalayim. Same way that the food that was totally finished. Same day. He said you could be paid it, and you can eat it wherever you want, meaning Beis Hillel doesn't care that before it was in its finished process, it went into Yerushalayim. That doesn't bother. That doesn't bother Beis Hillel. Reb Shimon Yehuda, I remember Shimon Rabbi Yosi. B'Shem Yehuda says in B'Shem Rabbi Yossi a different thing. Lo nechlu b'Sham v'Hillel al Peres shelo nigmar melachton. B'Sham v'Hillel did not have a machlokes on Peres that were not nigmar melachton. Sheyipada Maaser Sheni v'Yochel b'chol makom. There's no machlokes in B'Sham v'Hillel that you could be paid it and you could eat whatever you want. Meaning that we don't care that it went through Yerushalayim before it was in its finished state. So what is the machlokes B'Sham v'Hillel? Al Peres shenigmar melachton. It's their machlokes is on the Peres shenigmar melachton. It is the exact opposite of the first shita. Shebeshama yomrim yachsam Maaser Sheni shalem v'yochel Yerushalayim. Beshami says you have to bring the Maaser Sheni and eat it in Yerushalayim. B'Hillel yomrim yipadeh v'yochel b'chol makom. B'Hillel says you paid it and eat it in every place with demai. Nichnas v'yotze v'nifta and demai, but demai, which we know is the rabbanon all the way around. It's just a chashash. So nichnas v'yotze v'nifta, it goes in and it goes out, and you can be paid. That's according to everybody because the whole demai is just a chashash that it was bought from Amaratzim who don't necessarily keep Maasers. So this Mishnah is a pretty big Mishnah. So basically, there's Peres shenigmar melachton, and there's Peres shelo nigmar melachton. So the first version of the Mishnah is shenigmar melachton is once it goes into Yerushalayim, according to everybody, it can't come out. And shelo nigmar melachton is a machlokes B'Sham and B'Hillel. And Reb Shimon Yehuda has a different version. He says there's no machlokes B'Sham and B'Hillel when it's not nigmar melachton, that you could be paid wherever you want. The machlokes is on Peres that was nigmar melachton, the Peres that were complete. So that is that machlokes. Fine. Mishnah Zayin. Elon shu aymer b'fnim. We had this Mishnah in Trumas also. Elon shu, a similar Mishnah. Elon shu aymer b'fnim v'noytu l'chutz. If you have a tree that's leaning towards the inside, the tree is inside Yerushalayim, and the branches are outside Yerushalayim. Right. So, what's the status? Is it considered in Yerushalayim under the tree or not? So I'm at b'chutz v'noytu l'fnim, or the opposite. The tree itself is on the outside, and the trees, the branches are going inside. So the way this Mishnah is paskening, that where you just take the wall and whatever's on the side, the Yerushalayim side of the wall is considered like the inside. Is Batei habadim. That's one. Meaning, you go wherever it is on the tree, where if it's above the wall, whichever side of the wall it's on. Batei habadim shepischein lefnim v'chalon l'chutz. If you have the olive press, and they're built into the walls of Yerushalayim, but the opening for the olive press is inside Yerushalayim. But the olive press itself is outside Yerushalayim, sort of like an indentation in the wall. The only way to get into the press is to come in from inside the wall of Yerushalayim. So that's the first case. Or the other ways, or the opening is on the outside, and the inner part is in the inside. So Beishamai Ayram Hakol Kilifnim. Beishamai says everything is considered like it's inside Yerushalayim. Meaning, he says as long as a chelek of this olive press is inside the walls, then the whole thing is considered inside the wall. No. Opposite the walls like the inside, and opposite the wall on the outside is like the outside. So yeah, so this Mishnah, first it says that by a tree that's either inside Yerushalayim, outside Yerushalayim, you go with where the wall is, and the second part of the Mishnah is you have these olive presses that either open to Yerushalayim or open outside. So there, Beis Shammai says as long as part of it's inside, it's considered like Yerushalayim. And Beis Hillel says it's the same as the tree. Whatever's on the inside is the inside. So whatever's on the outside is the outside. Just one more, Mishnah Ches, because it's just a continuation of this. As a continuation, you have in the Beis HaMikdash, so you had the Harabayas, and you also had the Azara. So sometimes you had these rooms that were on the Harabayas, but they opened up into the Azara, or the opposite. Meaning same case as we just had with the walls of Yerushalayim, but this one is in between the Harabayas and the Azara. So Halishkois, so these rooms, Benuyas B'Kodesh Upsuchas L'Chol, they were built into the Kodesh section, but they opened up to the Chol, to the regular Harabayas. So Toichan Chol, then the inside is considered Chol, right? Because we go with the entrance. The Gagaseyan Kodesh, but on top of them, on top of the roof, is Kodesh, because on the roof was inside the Azara. Benuyas B'Chol Upsuchas L'Chodesh, but and then the opposite, if you have it built into the Chol, into the regular Harabayas, and they will open up to the Kodesh, Toichen Kodesh, then the inside is Kodesh, because we go with the opening, the Gagaseyan Chol, and the roof. I guess if you stand on the roof, that would be considered Chol, because that's in the Chol part. Benuyas B'Kodesh Uba Chol, Upsuchas L'Kodesh. Let's say it's built in to the Kodesh and the Chol, meaning part of it is in the Azara, part of it is in the Harabayas. Upsuchas L'Kodesh V'Lachol, and it also opens to the Kodesh and to the Chol, meaning it has two entrances, one on either side. So it's mamish smack in the middle between in the wall of the Azara and the Harabayas. So Toichan Ugagaseyan, so both the inside and the roof, Mikeneged HaKodesh for the Kodesh is Kodesh. From wherever it is opposite that it's Kodesh is considered Kodesh. Mikeneged HaChol v'Lachol, Neged the Chol, opposite the Chol and to the Chol is considered Chol. So this Mishnah, just to review it, is the Lishkos that are either built into the Kodesh, to the Azara, or to the Harabayas, or the opposite. We go with the opening. But if it's both, so then we're going to go with what's opposite. I mean, whatever part of this room is on the hektish part, is considered hektish. Whatever's on the chol part is considered chol. Okay, well, there.
The first Mishnah with the Elon is also in that half of the Mishnah is also in Makkas.
In Mak, yeah, we're gonna have it coming up in Makkas with the Gullus.
And the Gullus.
Yeah, yeah, very good. Okay, let's just do a little bit. This next one is long, and the Sharichuva Pei Beis. Let's just start it because it's late. Loisashkis is Eitzel in Doyachel of Garzin. All right, so this is the Isser of Baltashkis. Right? So it says, don't destroy trees to swing an axe at it. L'ndayachal of Garzin means to push an axe on it. We're warned with this not to cut down a fruit tree. Gam livnos by motzar, and not even to build a building like a fort. Kolzman sheyimta milani srak de sivkoi. Right? As long as you have enough wood from ilane srak, from trees that don't have fruit, de sivkoi. As long as you have enough, then do not cut down fruit trees. Right? Because otherwise it's baltashchis, and you should not waste fruit trees. I mean, you have trees that are not giving off fruit, so why not use those? Don't throw out money for nothing. Even if it's just a shava pruta, no wasting. Right? If somebody tears his clothing on his mace more than he should, like it gets malchus. If somebody breaks kalim when he's angry, he does two things. Hishchis mammon, he's destroying money. And he's letting his kas get a hold of him to be over in divrei Torah. Because now he has to deal with the mechamas of the yetzer and the kas to make him be over on Averis. Okay, it's late, so we have to stop over there. There's something called the rage room. Anyone ever heard of a rage room?
It happens to be very geschmack, Yaakov. If that's stressful day,
Okay. Well, is it mutter?
now you got to ruin everything.
I don't know. I'm saying a rage room, for those that don't know, is that I don't know how much does it cost and what are you breaking? You go in there and you can vent your anger.
You break TVs and tables and glass. It's very geschmack.
What do you do with an axe? What do they give you? A bat?
Sledgehammer.
There might be a difference between anger um that was mutter, and anger that is valid anger. Because we have a lot of times that the Rabbanu Shalom, it says Vayicher Af Hashem b'Moshe. It was valid that he was angry. It's not a bad. It wasn't a bad meter. And there's times that Moshe Rabbeinu got mad at Klal Yisrael. It wasn't a bad meter. It was in order to give Musa. So that's different from Kas, where you just it's
Yeah, but you're
a
destroying things. You're also
illogical
being
anger.
over on Baltashchis.
Or to break a TV? Nah.
Rachman,
Yaakov,
the Super Bowl.
they had that in Tzfat, in Meron, by the Hilula, and they think there was a minute, I don't call it a minute, to throw new clothes on the fire. The covered the Rashbi. There was a whole big machloikis.
What
Maybe
with the
breaking a TV is a mitzvah.
what breaking what? The TV,
I'm telling
Avada.
you,
Avada. You're talking about the burning the clothing on Lag Baimer? That's what you're talking about? Yeah.
Why were they burning the clothing? I never heard that one.
okay, so you don't know.
Oh yeah, it was a big issue. People would yeah.
Why would they burn clothes? What is burning? Not sneezed clothing?
Yeah,
Okay,
not sneeze clothing. Yes, that's what they burned. They went to
They took off their not sneezed clothing and they burnt it in the fire.
Right, that's what they did, Rachman. That's what they did. I'm happy I brought it up. Yeah.
Rabbi, go easy. Rabbi, go easy on him. He lives in Woodburn the whole year. You got to go easy.
Reb Dov, with the I once saw tshuva from Rav Harfanis, and he's one of the Satmar Day on him, and the tshuva it was in the Kibbutz Ava Aim Sefer, and he asked, should you break the TV if your parents have a TV? That was the shaila. So the tshuva was chayiv. You're chayiv to break it. Right. So there you go. Okay, let's
Would you hold when like the ladies